To be here with David today. You know, he and I have more in common than you would imagine. We both were journalists covering Illinois politics. And I figured in David's case it was safer to join it than to report on it in Chicago. But of course, our bonds are, even though we've not had a chance to really get to know each other, and we're delighted that this is our first opportunity to be together, and I hope it's the beginning of many more, because there is nothing like providing remarks to a group like you at 8 o'clock in the morning. You all showed up here this morning because you care a lot about your country, your community, and your customers, as well as your businesses. And when you can communicate along with somebody else who has been inside the Oval Office, been there when you're watching a president make decisions, there really is nothing like it. I also had a chance one day to meet Mrs. Axelrod at Fox News after Martha McCallum did a wonderful package about the Axelrod's daughter and the school that she attends and that they support, and I salute you for all that you do for those kids. I joked with David, I hope I can see over the podium, but actually, now I'm a little worried because I have heels on too, and it reminds me of this story. You know, being White House press secretary, I love the dunk tape theme, and I also think that David Axelrod is worth his weight in gold, because I expect to see the National Association of Realtors pick up on what the phrase he just gave you as the midwives of the American dream. I think he just proved why he was able to elect the first African-American president in the United States. He's got an amazing way with words and strategy. So being press secretary is not always the most glamorous thing, and so I was very happy being the principal deputy press secretary to Tony Snow, and he was 6'5". And in March of 2007, he called me into his office and he said, "Dana, I am going to have to go back into surgery tomorrow. They have found a little spot on my liver. Don't worry, it's not cancer, but just out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to go in and you're going to have to take over the podium for the next 3 weeks." And I was the first Republican woman to hold a job. I was very happy being behind the scenes, and all these things ran through my head, but I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. And at the time, we were in a temporary space because we were remodeling the briefing room. It had not been even painted, I don't think, since the Reagan administration. And we were across the street at Jackson Place. And we made the room look like the press briefing room. It had the blue drapes and the flags and the seal above. And it had this podium that was made for Tony Snow at 6'5". And so I was worried about, what was I going to say? But my young staffer, Carlton Carroll, came up to me and he said, "Ma'am, do you think we should get you a new podium?" And I said, no, Carlton, it's fine, because I'll just stand on those little boxes, and it's just 3 weeks, it'll be fine. So that was a Tuesday, and on the Friday night, Carlton Carroll came back to my office, and he said, "Ma'am, I really think we need to change the podium." I said, no, Carlton, it's such a waste of taxpayer money. The box is fine, now it's only 2 weeks. He said, "Well, actually, NBC News showed me the camera shot from the back of the room in that temporary space. And when you're standing on the box, the sign above your head, the seal, does not say the White House. It says the White Hoe."